What's up, guys? Barrett. So as you know, I wrote a new song yesterday, actually, somewhere to fall, and I'm going to try to record a video today to show you exactly how you can record a song in a home sort of type of studio with Audacity. So let's get into it. Excuse the gross desk. Basically, the main things you'll need is you'll definitely need some headphones. You'll need some type of interface. Some kind of mic. It can just be one mic. I'll set that up in a minute. Cable that'll go into your interface. And obviously a computer. So you can go and download Audacity from their website. So you go on, I was looking at Dragon Ball Z stuff like a nerd. You can go type in Audacity and you download it straight from their website. It's open source, and yeah, it's what I've been using a long time. So let's close all that out. So you go into Audacity, however you pronounce it. I really honestly don't even know. Don't pay attention to all this craziness on my desktop here. So a couple of the main things you need to look at first. You need to look at your mic and your output, because you're going to have input and output. So your input is your mic that you're recording from, and your output is your speakers. So I have some fancy-ish sort of monitors. The better your speakers are, or monitors, the better, because that way you can hear what you're actually recording better, and you can edit and all that sort of stuff. All right, so I could make a whole video just on this one part alone, but after you get your mic in place where you want it, you set, first of all, most of the time you need phantom power for the mic. So it might say plus 48 volt or whatever, that's phantom power. So you have to plug in your mic, this is very important, plug in your mic and then turn on phantom power. You don't want to unplug your mic while phantom power is in. I've literally messed up a mic doing that before. So you record, and then when you're done, you turn off phantom power, you wait until you can tell that the mic's not working anymore, and you unplug. So that's all the mic stuff. You get your levels the way you want it, and then you make sure that you're listening in your headphones so that the sound is coming through the headphones and not the monitors. You don't want it to come out through the monitors because you want to record the sound through the mic, okay? That's a lot, I know, but you learn through experience. Now, beforehand, I found out that I want my click to be at 88. So I'm gonna go here to generate, they're calling it a chirp or rhythm track. Let's see, yeah, rhythm track. And I want it to be at 88. So I just found out that's what I want my tempo to be for my song. So you put in your tempo, beats per measure is gonna be 4. It could be, for you, could be 6/8. No swing, number of measures, lots of some measures. We'll just go with like 500. Don't know how many measures the song is. You just do enough to where it'll work. You want your strong beat to be pretty strong, and your weak. You want your strong beat to be stronger than your weak. So it's going to do a strong beat on every one of the four, every 4. So like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. It's very important that you know where your 1 is. You can hit preview if you want. Once it previews, that's interesting. It didn't play it in my headphones. Let's hit OK, see if it works. So that's called a rhythm track. So yeah, you go up here to generate, and then you say generate rhythm track. That's where you find that. So, and there's my rhythm track. So after you get your click track in, then you go up here to tracks, add new, and then go to stereo track. And it'll give you one of these. And you record your guitar track, make sure this is selected first. And you hit record. You let it, I would let it do a couple of measures first. That way you don't want to start recording right away. There's a lot of reasons for that. Give it about 2 or 4 measures before you actually come in. Alright guys, about 2 hours later, and you know, I skipped some stuff. When you're recording, you can't really think of video and everything, but here's my click track. As you can see, I have everything named on top. So I did a guitar on my right and a guitar on my left. Now it's not fully on the right and the left, but it's good to kind of have a guitar on the right and a guitar on the left. Otherwise it gets kind of muddy and it's a very full guitar sound. I did a third guitar for like fill-in, lead kind of stuff, but I'm gonna play around with that some more. Bass track, and 2 drum tracks. You guys say, why? Well, first off, I'm a drummer, so I'm very, you know, what do you call it, particular part of myself. The first part of this has pretty bad rhythm, so I'm gonna have to figure that out. But even though I did it with a click, see, I didn't do the beginning with a click. It's kind of a long story. Make your song easy and do all of it with a click. That's the moral of the story here. But basically, I did both of these so that if I want part of this one, I can cut this one out. If I want part of this one, I can cut this one out. And people do that all the time, man. You know, if you don't get a perfect take, you basically edit takes. That's always what I do with vocals because I'm not a vocalist. And that's what I'm about to do now. So to do vocals, all I do, because I'm in kind of a home studio environment, cheap budget, I'm just going to... what's cool about this interface, by the way, is it's got 2 inputs. So like say I can record drums or bass direct in, and I can also put a mic in. So that's kind of cool. But I'm now going to, instead of have this in a condenser mic for an instrument, I'm going to change it to my vocal mic and do some vocals. So just got done recording vocals about, I don't know, 30 minutes, 40 minutes later. And so as you can see, I got vocal 1, vocal 2, vocal 3, vocal 4. That's just how I roll, man. You know, to each his own. I tell you right now, I'm pretty positive pretty much every professional vocalist does who knows how many takes. And there's at least probably 2 recorded takes of everything that they sing, even in the recording. It's just so well mastered into the track. And see, here's the thing, when it comes to home recording, anybody can record something with nice levels and mix it and put it together and make it sound okay. But the real reason that people pay money for engineers is because of the mastering and the dynamics and the compression and the EQ and all of these things that make that sound you know, 100% better. But if you can at least get the raw file, the sound at a nice level, you know, with a nice sound, then you have something to work from. So, you know, and now here's where the real work begins, because now I have all these tracks and I haven't really focused on mixing at all. Not really. Kind of like sectionalized mixing, like I mix the guitars kind of together at first, and then I put a little bit of mixing on the bass, and then a little bit on the drums. So I did a little bit here and there, but now that the vocals are in, like everyone is in, now the real fun begins, because, you know, let's obviously face it, the voice has to be the main focus of the sound of the song. You know, that's just how it is. So you have to make all these other levels work within the voice. And on top of that, since I do so many vocal tracks, I have to go in and listen to each one and pick and choose what I like from which one, what I want to keep in, what I want to copy and paste somewhere else, and then what I want to overdub if I want to record even more. So vocals for me is a long, drawn out process, just because I'm not a vocalist and I don't get it right on the first or second take. And I also like harmony a lot, so you know, but that's the trick with vocals. If you don't like your voice that much, or think your voice is that great, or have that much vocal training, you record lots of vocal tracks. So thanks for watching, guys. That's kind of a step-by-step process. There's a lot I couldn't show and I didn't show just because I'm the guy that's recording at the same time, and it's hard to record a video. But, you know, like I said, now the real work begins. Now that I have all these raw, these tracks, now I have to make them music by fitting them all together, mixing, maybe a little bit of EQ and compression and things of that nature, reverb. The things that really make the sound, you know, there's that whole process of the editing process. So thanks for watching, and that's how you make a basic kind of home recording with Audacity. See you on the next one.